Good morning, class.
Good
morning,
morning,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Today, we're going to explore the meaning and usage of the phrasal verb back away in English. Back away is a common expression that describes the action of moving backward to create distance or retreat from something or someone. It can be used in different contexts to convey various meanings. Let's dive in. Firstly, back away is often used to indicate physical movement in order to create space or distance from someone or something that might be perceived as threatening or dangerous. For example, imagine you encounter a wild animal while hiking in the woods. You might need to back away slowly to avoid provoking it. Let's see an example of a conversation that demonstrates the use of back away in a real-life situation.
Did you hear about Mary's encounter with a snake yesterday?
No, what happened?
Well, she was walking in the park when she suddenly came across a snake on the path. She knew it was important not to startle it, so she slowly backed away to give it space.
That's a smart move. Snakes can be dangerous if they feel threatened.
In this conversation, Sarah uses the phrasal verb back away to describe Mary's action of moving backward slowly to create distance from the snake. This example showcases the use of back away to convey physical movement to ensure personal safety. Can anyone provide another example?
When I opened the door and saw the aggressive dog, I quickly backed away.
Excellent example, Justin. That perfectly demonstrates the use of back away in a similar situation. Now, let's move on to the second use of back away. Back away can also be used metaphorically to describe the act of distancing oneself emotionally, socially, or psychologically from a situation or person. It implies a retreat or withdrawal to avoid conflict, confrontation, or involvement. For instance, imagine a student who is being pressured to participate in a school prank.
Hey, are you going to join us in pulling a prank on the teacher tomorrow?
I'm not comfortable with that. I prefer to back away from such activities and focus on my studies.
In this example, Brandon uses back away metaphorically to express their decision to distance themselves from the situation and avoid participating in the prank. This showcases the use of back away to describe emotional or social withdrawal. Can anyone provide another example of using back away metaphorically?
When the argument became heated, I decided to back away and let them resolve it on their own.
Well done, Amber. That's a great example. Now, let's explore the third use of back away. Back away can also be used figuratively to indicate the act of retracting or withdrawing support, agreement, or commitment from a previously held position or belief. It implies a change of opinion or a decision to no longer endorse or support something. Let's see an example of a conversation that demonstrates the use of back away in this context.
I heard you were planning to invest in that company. Is that true?
Well, initially, I was considering it, but after doing some research, I decided to back away. There were too many red flags indicating potential financial instability.
In this conversation, John uses back away figuratively to describe their decision to withdraw their support or commitment to investing in the company. This example showcases the use of back away to convey a change of opinion or withdrawal of support. Can anyone provide another example of using back away figuratively?
The politician promised to support the new policy, but later decided to back away due to public pressure.
Excellent, Anna, you've got it. Now, let's move on to the fourth and final use of back away. Back away can also be used in an idiomatic sense to mean avoiding or disengaging from a difficult or challenging situation. It suggests the idea of retreating or pulling back to avoid further complications or conflicts. Let's see an example of a conversation that demonstrates the idiomatic use of back away.
I heard there was a disagreement during the meeting yesterday.
Yes, things got intense, but I knew it was best to back away and let cooler heads prevail.
In this conversation, Justin uses back away idiomatically to express their decision to disengage from the disagreement during the meeting. They believed that stepping back and allowing calmer discussions to take place was the best approach. This example showcases the idiomatic use of back away to suggest avoiding or withdrawing from a difficult situation. Can anyone provide another example of using back away idiomatically?
When the conversation turned into an argument, I decided to back away and change the topic.
Fantastic example. Matthew, you've grasped the concept perfectly. That concludes our lesson on the phrasal verb back away in English. I hope you now have a clearer understanding of its meaning and various contexts in which it can be used. Remember to practice using back away in your conversations and written work. Keep up the great work, and see you in our next class.